Trucks are built to be tough, dependable, and ready for anything. But what if I told you some barely make it past 5,000 miles before their owners give up on them? From blown engines to transmissions that fail out of nowhere, these pickups turned into costly nightmares almost overnight. Some were recalled, others had design flaws hiding in plain sight, and a few were so bad that even dealerships hesitated to take them back. In this video, we're breaking down 20 trucks that owners dumped after just 5,000 miles. And trust me, some of these will leave you speechless. But here's the real shocker. The last truck on this list had a failure so extreme that some buyers refused to even drive it home from the dealership. Let's dive in. On top of that, the hybrid system's unpredictability led to sudden engine stalls at stoplights and sluggish power delivery, turning everyday driving into a serious safety risk. Dealerships were flooded with complaints, but instead of real fixes, many owners were given software updates that failed to solve the problem for good. Frustrated by endless mechanical issues, thousands of early buyers rushed to sell their Ford F-150 hybrid within just a few months, hoping to cut their losses before resale values tanked. But if you think this truck had problems, wait until you hear about the off-roader that left owners stranded, literally. 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Buyers expected a rugged, go-anywhere truck, but many quickly realized the Jeep Gladiator wasn't as durable as it seemed. What was marketed as an off-road powerhouse turned into a mechanical disaster, with major issues popping up almost immediately after purchase. One of the biggest complaints? A dangerously unstable ride, even on highways. The soft suspension, designed for off-road comfort, made the Gladiator wobbly at high speeds, often leading to the dreaded death wobble, a violent front-end shake that made the truck nearly impossible to control. But that wasn't the only problem. Severe transmission failures left many owners stranded, with reports of jerky shifts, unresponsive gears, and four-wheel drive disengaging without warning. Some Gladiators didn't even make it past 5,000 miles before the transmission gave out completely, making them a nightmare for daily driving. And if you think that's bad, this next truck had owners begging dealerships to take it back. 2019 Chevrolet Colorado. For thousands of buyers, the 2019 Chevrolet Colorado quickly became an ownership nightmare, all thanks to its notoriously unreliable transmission. The truck's automatic gearbox was plagued with harsh shifts, sluggish acceleration, and premature failures, often before even hitting 10,000 miles. One of the most frustrating issues? A constant shuddering sensation while driving, which many owners described as feeling like they were rolling over rumble strips at random times. Some drivers reported hesitant gear shifts, while others experienced sudden, jarring downshifts that made highway driving unpredictable, and sometimes downright dangerous. To make things worse, Chevrolet's so-called fixes did little to solve the problem. Dealerships tried software updates to recalibrate the transmission, but for many owners, the issues never truly went away. Frustrated with endless repairs, poor reliability, and sinking resale values, many Colorado owners decided to cut their losses and within just a few months. And if you think the Colorado's transmission was bad, wait until you hear about this full-size truck that left its owners in complete shock over massive repair bills. 2017 GMC Sierra 1500. At first glance, the GMC Sierra 1500 seemed like a rock-solid truck, with a powerful engine, advanced towing tech, and a refined interior. But for many owners, reality hit hard when serious mechanical and electrical problems turned daily driving into a frustrating ordeal. One of the biggest issues? Widespread differential failures. Owners reported loud grinding noises, unpredictable rear-wheel performance, and even total drivetrain breakdowns. On top of that, electrical malfunctions were all too common, including flickering dashboard lights, unresponsive infotainment screens, and faulty power windows. But the most dangerous issue of all? Sudden power loss while driving. Some Sierras would unexpectedly decelerate on the highway, creating serious safety risks. As repair costs piled up and dealership fixes proved ineffective, many owners lost trust in their trucks and traded them in early, often at a financial loss, just to escape the headaches. But if you think this truck was bad, wait until you hear about the one that was so unreliable, it ended up in court. 2024 Ford F-150. The 2024 Ford F-150 will be remembered for one of the worst engine defects in truck history. A catastrophic spark plug ejection problem that left thousands of owners stranded. The 5.4-liter Triton V8, once marketed as a durable powerhouse, quickly became a nightmare, as spark plugs would literally shoot out of the engine while driving. The root of the problem? A design flaw in the cylinder head that made it nearly impossible to properly secure the spark plugs, leading to frequent blowouts and major engine damage. In many cases, the only fix was to replace the entire cylinder head, a repair that cost thousands of dollars. Some unlucky owners even experienced multiple spark plug ejections, making their trucks completely unreliable. With repair costs skyrocketing and no permanent solution, many frustrated owners rushed to sell their F-150s within months, taking a financial hit just to escape the headaches. The issue was so widespread that it led to multiple lawsuits, further damaging the reputation of this model year. And if you think losing a spark plug is bad, imagine losing your entire drivetrain before your first oil change. 2021 Ford F-150 Hybrid. At first, the 2021 Ford F-150 Hybrid seemed like a game changer. A truck that promised strong towing capability with better fuel efficiency than ever before. Ford marketed the hybrid system as a breakthrough, boasting seamless transitions between electric and gas power, improved torque, and a smoother ride. But for many owners, the reality was a disaster. Within just a few thousand miles, owners began experiencing unpredictable system failures. Trucks would randomly shut down, leaving drivers stranded at intersections or unable to accelerate when needed. The hybrid battery, which was supposed to be one of the truck's greatest strengths, turned into one of its biggest liabilities. Owners reported frequent warning lights, software malfunctions, and outright battery failures. And it didn't stop there. The transmission was another major weak point, with drivers reporting rough shifting, delayed engagement, and even complete transmission failure before reaching 10,000 miles. But if you thought the hybrid F-150 had issues, wait until you hear about this off-road truck that left owners stranded, literally. 2022 Toyota Tundra. The 2022 Toyota Tundra was supposed to be a bold new era for Toyota's full-size truck, replacing its tried-and-true V8 with a twin-turbo V6 and an optional iForce Max hybrid system. But instead of a smooth transition, many early buyers faced serious reliability issues within just a few thousand miles. One of the biggest problems? Turbo failure. Owners reported power loss, rough idling, and even complete engine shutdowns, a shocking flaw for a brand known for dependability. The hybrid system wasn't much better, with drivers experiencing erratic battery behavior, warning lights, and sudden system malfunctions that left them stranded. And the 10-speed automatic transmission? Another weak link. Owners complained about delayed shifts, hesitation, and unpredictable gear changes, making daily driving a frustrating experience. Even Toyota's new infotainment system struggled, with frequent freezing, crashing, and unresponsiveness, forcing drivers to rely on their phones instead. While Toyota rushed out updates, many frustrated owners traded in their trucks early rather than gamble on long-term fixes. The once reliable Tundra's rough launch left many questioning whether Toyota's push for modern tech was worth the headache. And speaking of disappointments, this next truck had owners begging dealerships to take it back. 2019 Chevrolet Colorado. At first glance, the 2019 Chevrolet Colorado seemed like the perfect mid-size truck, offering a rugged design, available diesel options, and an off-road ready ZR2 package. It was marketed as a tough, versatile truck for those who didn't need a full-size pickup. But for many owners, its biggest flaw overshadowed everything: a disastrous transmission. From the very start, severe transmission issues plagued the Colorado. Owners reported harsh shifting, delayed acceleration, and a strange lurching sensation when stopping. Some even experienced sudden power loss, making highway driving downright nerve-wracking. Dealerships were flooded with complaints as frustrated owners brought their trucks back within just a few thousand miles, hoping for a fix. But in many cases, they were told the problem was normal or that no real solution existed. Software updates and fluid changes provided little relief, leaving many Colorados stuck with unpredictable shifting and declining reliability. And if you thought the Colorado's transmission was bad, wait until you hear about a full-size truck that left its owners in complete shock at the repair bills. 2017 GMC Sierra 1500. Marketed as a rugged yet premium alternative to the Chevrolet Silverado, the 2017 GMC Sierra 1500 promised sleek styling, advanced technology, and a refined ride. It was supposed to be a dependable workhorse with a touch of sophistication. Unfortunately, for many owners, reality fell far short of expectations. One of the biggest issues was drivetrain instability. Many trucks suffered from differential failures, traction control problems, and rear axle issues, making towing or hauling feel risky. Even worse, the Sierra 1500 was plagued by electrical system glitches, leading to random warning lights, frozen infotainment screens, and unresponsive power accessories. Some owners also faced a severe power loss issue, where the truck would suddenly enter limp mode without warning, leaving them stranded. With frequent trips to the dealership and no clear long-term fix, many frustrated drivers chose to trade in or sell their Sierras early rather than gamble on costly repairs. But this next truck was so unreliable, it ended up in court. Literally. 2018 Ford Ranger. When Ford announced the return of the Ranger, mid-size truck enthusiasts were thrilled to see its comeback. However, once it hit the road, that excitement quickly faded as owners encountered a range of frustrating issues that made daily driving a headache. One of the most common complaints was suspension instability. Despite being marketed as an off-road capable truck, the Ranger's ride quality was stiff, bumpy, and unpredictable, making even short trips uncomfortable. Transmission problems only made things worse. Ford's 10-speed automatic, designed for seamless shifting, instead led to delayed gear changes, rough shifts, and in some cases, complete failures. The frustration didn't stop there. Many owners reported electrical malfunctions, including glitchy infotainment systems, malfunctioning dashboard displays, and random power shutdowns. Some even experienced issues with the start-stop system, where the truck would shut off at stoplights but fail to restart immediately, leaving drivers stranded. And if a mid-sized truck struggling this badly is concerning, wait until you hear what went wrong with this heavy-duty pickup. 2011 Ford F-250 Super Duty. The 2011 Ford F-250 Super Duty, equipped with the 6.7-liter Power-Stroke diesel engine, was supposed to set a new standard for capability, efficiency, and reliability in the heavy-duty truck segment. Instead, it became known as one of the most problematic diesel trucks Ford ever produced. One of the biggest failure points was the turbocharger system. Owners frequently reported premature breakdowns, excessive lag, and sudden power loss while driving. Repairs weren't cheap. Turbo replacements often exceeded $5,000, with some failures occurring in less than 10,000 miles. The fuel injectors were another major headache. Malfunctions led to hard starts, misfires, poor fuel economy, and even complete stalling. The problems didn't stop there. Transmission overheating became a nightmare, especially for those towing heavy loads. Owners faced delayed shifts, overheating warnings, and gear slippage, making long-distance hauling incredibly frustrating. With mounting repair bills and reliability concerns, many owners ditched their F-250s early rather than sink more money into a truck that seemed doomed to fail. And speaking of engine problems, the next truck had an oil consumption issue so bad it made mechanics shake their heads. 2017 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD. The 2017 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD was built to handle tough jobs, heavy payloads, and extreme towing conditions, continuing the reputation of Chevrolet's heavy-duty lineup. When the 6.6-liter Duramax diesel engine was introduced, many expected a powerhouse built for long-term reliability. Instead, what they got was an oil-consuming nightmare. The Duramax diesel engine became notorious for burning excessive amounts of oil, forcing owners to constantly top off their trucks just to keep them running properly. Some reported adding over a quart of oil every 1,000 miles, a shocking issue for a truck designed for hard work and durability. As oil consumption increased, so did engine wear, leading to premature breakdowns, excessive carbon buildup, and costly repairs. Mechanics frequently warned that prolonged oil loss could result in catastrophic engine failure, including piston ring failure, excessive valve wear, and blown head gaskets, problems that could cost thousands to fix. And if an oil-burning engine wasn't bad enough, this next truck had trouble with something even more basic, starting up in cold weather. 2014 Ram 3500. The 2014 Ram 3500, powered by the 6.7-liter Cummins diesel engine, was built to be a heavy-duty workhorse with best-in-class towing capacity and torque. However, instead of delivering power and reliability, this truck became one of the most recall-prone models in its class. From the moment it hit the market, the 2014 Ram 3500 was plagued with serious reliability issues, leading to numerous safety recalls. Some of the biggest complaints included electrical failures, braking malfunctions, and defective steering components. Many owners experienced complete power steering failure, making the truck dangerously difficult to control. Others reported brake system failures, MEP, which led to longer stopping distances and unsafe driving conditions. Adding to the frustration, widespread electrical problems caused dashboard failures, infotainment crashes, and malfunctioning power accessories like windows and door locks. Many of these defects surfaced within the first few months of ownership, forcing buyers to either make repeated dealership visits or sell their truck before things got worse. But if frequent recalls and reliability concerns weren't bad enough, wait until you hear about this next truck. It had frame issues so severe that it was literally falling apart. 2016 Honda Ridgeline. Honda took a unique approach with the 2016 Ridgeline, combining unibody construction, more common in SUVs, with the functionality of a mid-sized truck. While this design made for a smoother ride than traditional body-on-frame pickups, it also introduced serious issues that left many owners disappointed. One of the biggest complaints was significant engine vibration at highway speeds. The 3.5-liter V6 engine suffered from excessive roughness, especially under acceleration. Some owners reported that even light throttle input caused noticeable shaking throughout the cabin, making long drives uncomfortable. To make matters worse, Honda dealerships struggled to find a solution, often telling drivers that the issue was simply a normal characteristic of the truck. On top of that, moderate hauling loads led to excessive engine noise, sluggish acceleration, and transmission stress, making it clear that the Ridgeline wasn't built for serious truck duties. Frustrated owners often traded in their trucks early, realizing that the Ridgeline couldn't match the performance of traditional pickups. And if you thought engine vibration was bad, the next truck turned out to be a high-maintenance nightmare that once had a reputation for rugged durability, until reality proved otherwise. 2012 Chevrolet Avalanche. Chevrolet promoted the 2012 Avalanche as the ultimate versatile truck, offering both passenger comfort and heavy hauling capability. However, many owners quickly realized they had made a costly mistake, with some barely reaching 5,000 miles before facing serious mechanical problems. One of the most notorious issues with this model was excessive oil consumption, a widespread problem in GM's engines during this period. Owners reported needing to add a quart of oil every 1,000 miles or less, far beyond normal levels for a modern engine. Mechanics traced the issue to worn piston rings and faulty valve seals, leading to oil burning, loss of performance, and premature engine wear. Some drivers even received low oil warnings within weeks of buying the truck, forcing them to constantly top off oil to avoid severe engine damage. Adding to the frustration, the Avalanche's suspension system was another major failure point. Many owners dealt with premature wear in the rear air suspension, leading to a rough, bouncy ride, poor handling, and uneven weight distribution. Over time, this caused alignment problems and excessive tire wear, turning what was supposed to be a smooth-riding truck into an unstable and unpredictable vehicle. Faced with skyrocketing repair costs, many Avalanche owners sold their trucks early rather than deal with constant issues. And if oil-burning engines and failing suspensions weren't bad enough, the next truck attempted to embrace hybrid technology, but left many owners stranded in the worst way possible. 2023 Ford Maverick Hybrid. Ford introduced the 2023 Maverick Hybrid as a game-changing, affordable, fuel-efficient alternative to full-size pickups. Combining a hybrid powertrain with a compact, city-friendly design, it quickly gained popularity among budget-conscious truck buyers. However, many early owners found themselves trading in their trucks within months, frustrated by a critical flaw that Ford never fully resolved. One of the most alarming issues was frequent battery software malfunctions, causing the truck to randomly stall while driving. Owners reported sudden hybrid system shutdowns, leaving them stranded in the middle of the road. Some experienced these failures at highway speeds, creating an extreme safety risk. To make matters worse, the dashboard would often display confusing error messages, leaving drivers scrambling to restart their trucks in traffic. While Ford attempted to fix the issue with software updates, the patches were inconsistent, and many dealerships struggled to properly diagnose the root cause. In some cases, the hybrid battery refused to recharge, further frustrating owners who expected a reliable, fuel-saving vehicle. And if random engine shutdowns weren't bad enough, the next truck suffered from transmission leaks so severe that some never even made it to their first oil change. 2009 Nissan Frontier. With its rugged design and reputation for durability, the 2009 Nissan Frontier seemed like a reliable workhorse built to last. However, for many owners, that expectation quickly turned into frustration after discovering a devastating transmission issue that forced them to sell their trucks much sooner than expected. One of the biggest mechanical failures of this model was the infamous transmission fluid leak caused by a faulty radiator. Known as the strawberry milkshake of death, this problem occurred when coolant and transmission fluid mixed due to a defective radiator assembly, leading to severe internal damage. Owners reported rough shifting, delayed acceleration, and even complete transmission failure, often before reaching 10,000 miles. What made the situation even worse was Nissan's refusal to issue a full recall, leaving thousands of drivers stuck with expensive repair bills. With transmission rebuilds costing thousands of dollars, many cut their losses and sold their trucks early to avoid even greater financial strain. Even today, low-mileage Frontiers from this period are rare, as most were either junked or traded in long before their time. And if that wasn't bad enough, the next truck had an acceleration problem so severe that owners feared for their safety every time they pressed the gas pedal. 2019 Chevrolet Silverado 1500. The 2019 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 should have been a reliable, full-size truck, but instead, it became one of the most frequently returned pickups of its model year. Many owners quickly grew frustrated with a major flaw that made driving unpredictable and even dangerous. One of the biggest complaints about this model was its erratic throttle response and jerky acceleration. Drivers reported that the Silverado would unexpectedly lurch forward, especially from a stop. In some cases, the truck would hesitate for several seconds before suddenly accelerating, making it difficult to control in traffic or while towing. The root cause of the problem was a combination of faulty throttle programming and a sluggish transmission, leading to inconsistent and frustrating performance. For many owners, driving the Silverado became a stressful experience, and repeated trips to the dealership provided little to no solutions. Instead of dealing with constant uncertainty on the road, many drivers traded in or sold their trucks within the first few months. Even today, low-mileage 2019 Silverados flood the used market, as frustrated buyers rush to get rid of them as quickly as possible. Share your experience in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more truck insights.